State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. And here's the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going for a big play right off the bat. Snagged it at the 30 and still running. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Snags a quick pass on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. And you think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Sayin. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why.
And he's all bottled him, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The give to the left. Plows through the defense. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's 3 to 4.
Turning on the Jets. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They're going to run it to the right. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. They'll test the right side. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To throw, it's Allard. He'll take a shot. Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quick toss to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young. The Bosa's chip still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll get this drive started from the 29.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Runs through the tackle. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Peoples. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aller. That's reeled in, it's Pena.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning it on. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Sayin. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the route. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Buckeyes are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down. Looking for more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Line gets set. First down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll move the wide receiver. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From the gun, the running. We don't get matchups like this every week, but when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Still looking. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Georgia going up tempo. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Making side adjustments here. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to offset that 1st down mishap, but a lot of ground to cover on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going up top. Got it in stride inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch.
It's a running room. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. Doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. We'll start this 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, if felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Frazier. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Bell. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Line getting set on second down. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. The quick out. He breaks the tackle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Makes the grab and there's room. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field, it's more speed, it's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. open space at the 25. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. The throw to the outside is completed. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Running to Green. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the right. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawk.
He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Clemson is quick to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fakes to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Here's a heat. Absolutely. defense makes a third down stop. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw at Stockton. Finds his man. It's Frazier. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Clemson! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the tailback. And he's still running after the move. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
As a quarterback, I used to love four-vert, right? If it's zone, you're trying to hit one of the guys running down the seam. If it's man, you have an opportunity maybe to hit one of the outside guys based on whatever your best matchup is. Nice job by the quarterback there, going to the right guy.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Clemson jumps to the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Fires left. He caught it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those
wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Klubnik. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.